Hey guys, it's Jess. For this video, I decided to compile some of my meals and snacks that I made during the week. I absolutely loved all of these meals and I am so excited to share them with you guys. Some of these meals I came up with myself, and then some of them I found on Pinterest. So what I did find on Pinterest, I will link below for you guys. So first, I decided to make some pumpkin seeds with some leftover seeds from our pumpkins that we carved for Halloween. These came out super amazing. If you have an air fryer, put your pumpkin seeds in the air fryer. Oh my god, so good and crispy. They came out perfect. So I started off by adding some salt, and you did see some olive oil that I put in to help everything stick together. Now, this was not a recipe. I came up with this myself, and I just put a little bit of each spice in there, and it came out amazing. So just spice it the way you want it. Now I added some garlic powder. Again, do it to your liking. I like a lot of seasoning, and I think this came out perfect. Now I just set it to air fry. It was just the normal temperature, and I set it for 15 minutes. I think it only took about 10 minutes to cook, and it came out perfectly crisp and yummy. I literally could not keep my hand out of this container. Oh my god, so good. Now I will say that they were on a paper towel, as you saw before. I let them super dry out for almost a week before I did this. Next up, we're going to be making gumbo. My husband and I fell in love with gumbo when we went to Disney World this summer. Yeah, I know, super cliche. We didn't go to like Louisiana or nothing like that, but it was so good. So I found this recipe on Pinterest. This is not a tutorial, guys, but I'm going to do my best to explain what I'm doing here. I did add some flour and oil to the pan, and I'm going to cut up some vegetables to kind of crisp up with that mixture, and then I will put it in a crock pot. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm watching cooking videos, it is so satisfying to watch someone cut up vegetables. Do you guys think the same? I did have to speed up this video a lot because I had almost 3 hours of footage here, and I did not want to bore the crap out of you guys, so it is sped up. If you guys want a longer video next time, just let me know and I will slow it down for you. Now I'm just crisping these up. I added some garlic. This is a bulk garlic container that I got from Sam's Club. It is a lifesaver because we use so much garlic and it doesn't go bad. Now I'm cutting up some kielbasa. It is super hot because I defrosted it in the microwave, so be careful, guys. Now I'm going to cut up some ham. I know this is cheating. We did not cook a huge ham for this, but it turned out so good. This ham is actually really good and it's a good price. It's even good on sandwiches, so I love it. And I gotta tell you guys, if I liked vegetables more, I would totally be a vegetarian because this is so gross. I hate touching raw chicken. Is anyone the same? Maybe it's just me and my sensory issues, but you know, whatever. So I cut up the chicken in chunks and I'm adding everything to the crock pot. The only thing about this recipe is it calls for a lot of stuff, which wasn't bad because it turned out amazing, but it is quite expensive if you add everything up. Thankfully, we had all of the spices already and most of the vegetables, but I'm in love with it, so we'll probably end up making it again soon. Also, funny story, my power went out while I was cooking in the crock pot, and I was so nervous because I thought it wasn't going to come back on, but thankfully hubby saved the day and we figured it out. This came out so good. Guys, you should try it. Next we have paninis. We had a lot of vegetables and some fresh mozzarella that we wanted to use up, so I decided to make some paninis. This is not a recipe, guys, but it came out really well, and we kind of just threw things together. I really love this salsa crema sauce that I got from Hannaford's. It's more of a Mexican sauce, but it's spicy and it turns everything amazing. Like, I put it on burritos, I put it on sandwiches. I added some pesto to my sandwich. Hubby doesn't really like the pesto, but I think it gives it amazing flavor. Just adding some onions and hot sauce to my husband's sandwich, tomato and fresh mozzarella. I also added some fresh spinach to add to the flavor. I think this is just deli turkey that we got from Hannaford's. Nothing fancy, but it was good. We also added some leftover bacon from the morning of to add a little bit of a bite. Now, I can't tell you how long or what temperature to put your panini on. I just waited for the mozzarella to start melting out of the sides. That's how I knew it was done. These sandwiches came out so good. They were crispy and flavorful. Oh, so good. Is it just me, or is cutting your sandwich in half just make it so much better? Ugh. We decided to make a hash brown casserole. We kind of just threw this together also. We were gonna buy some frozen hash browns, but we decided that since we already have potatoes, that we were going to shred them. I think they were a little bit too wet for this recipe, so I probably would recommend either shredding them the day before or using some frozen hash browns. I did put the hash browns in the air fryer before we decided to bake them, just so that they got a little bit more crispy. No one likes a mushy mess, am I right? Also, my husband thought that he was showing off, and then he got a huge shell in the eggs, and I thought it was hysterical because I got it on video. Not so perfect after all, are ya? After the potatoes were crisped up, we put them in the little casserole dish, added some eggs and freshly grated sharp cheddar cheese. I also added some leftover bacon and sausage pieces. Again, put your own seasoning in it, however you'd like. Look at that dirty oven. Oh my god, I need to clean that so bad, but it's just one of those things that I just keep putting off because I know it's going to be a task. Overall, I think this came out pretty well. I think we could have added a little bit more of the hash brown. It did come out pretty thin. Now, this was just a lunch for myself. This was some ramen that I got from PR, and it's plant-based. It was actually pretty good. It's spicy beef flavored. I just felt like it was a little bit more healthy for me than eating, the 25-cent ramen. But don't get me wrong, guys, I still love my 25-cent ramen. I don't even know how much it is anymore. It could be a lot more than 25 cents because, inflation. But I just boiled those up, and I added some ham, spinach, and onions, and put some extra spices as well as the spicy beef flavor packet. I thought it was pretty good. If you guys like ramen and you want to eat a little bit healthier, I'm not a nutritionist, but Next up, we're going to do some beef stroganoff. We decided to do this because I know that eating mushrooms is super healthy, but me and my husband do not like mushrooms. However, we wanted to try it. Let's just say we still don't like mushrooms, but at least we tried, right? So I added some cubed up steak, some onions, and I also put some what's that called? French onion soup in there for some flavor. I'm gonna crisp up these mushrooms the best that I can. It didn't work out the way I wanted it to, but hey, if you like mushrooms, try it because I'm sure you'd like it, but we just don't like the texture of it. I don't know why. I've got some egg noodles cooking and some broccoli for some vegetables on the side here. My husband is just making a little bit of a stroganoff gravy. He's adding some cornstarch because it was not thick enough. It still did not thicken up to quite what we needed, so perhaps maybe some flour next time. Overall, it turned out pretty well. Next time, we definitely will leave out the mushrooms. Alright guys, this was short and sweet, but I enjoy cooking and I hope you guys enjoy watching. If you want me to cook anything specific, just let me know. I would love to try out some recipes and suggestions from you guys. Alright, love you guys. Bye!